Hi fishy folks and happy Water Change Wednesday. Today, an epic update of the massive Guppy and Pond outdoor breeding system. That's really a mouthful. Anyway, new shirt, fat belly. Check out michaelsfishroom.com, buy lots of fish. Teespring.com, link down below for the cool shirt and a really cool die cut sticker. Stand by with snacks and beverages. All right, fishy folks, here's the hole I have to try to seal up. It's an odd size. I forgot what the size was, but here's what I got. I have a female coupler and a male coupler. And it's almost the right size. So when I screw it on together, I'll make it tight. And then I'll put some of this gasket material in between. Obviously, first I have to cut it out. And this is how I do DIY bulkheads. I have a video, I'll link it. It's an old video for DIY bulkheads. By no means am I a, royalty, a do-it-yourselfer. However, I've come up with some things on my own, and they seem to work for me. Whether they work for you or not, that's up to you. Anyway, fishy folks, I'm gonna go ahead and get this going, and I'll show you the finished product, and then I'll probably put some water in here and throw some fish in here. Now you may be saying to yourself, but Mike, there's a hole. I have a cap, and I have some extra same size PVC, so I'll just cut a small piece, glue the cap on, and then it'll be sealed. It'll be ugly, but it'll work, so stand by. All right, fishy folks, I have two big mistakes, but it's holding water, at least from there. So I went to glue it. The glue that I had went bad, so I went to Lowe's really quick, and they didn't have the glue I wanted, so I bought a different kind of glue. I like the wet and dry or wet and shine or whatever the light blue one is, because it's made for use around water. They didn't have that one, so I bought the medium clear, which is fine. I probably should have let it sit longer than I did, but I assembled everything, and when I went to put it together, I realized, you dumbass, you glued the cap on the wrong side. The cap was supposed to be on the outside. Oh well. It holds water. I don't really care. It's not meant to look pretty. It's meant for function. However, when I fixed these, apparently I didn't water test them because that one is leaking like a sieve. So in order to fix that, I actually have to determine where it's leaking from. I think it's leaking from right here, this area. We'll just turn it like that. This area right here. And I could possibly cut that off with a hacksaw and get another cap and glue it, which is what I'm gonna probably try to do. If that doesn't work, I would have to get a whole new bulkhead. And that bulkhead's probably 15 bucks or 10 bucks, and I don't really want to spend that much on a bulkhead. In which case, I'd have to make one of those again. So I may leave it with the drips. That's interesting. Maybe the drip is coming from the other side. I'm gonna have to look at this and determine where the drip is coming from. Anyway, DIY Mike screwed it up. Oh well. We're gonna let this water chill for a little while. We'll put some guppies in it later. I'm fine. Put some more plants in it, and we'll have another 100-gallon breeding for profit guppy tub. All right, fishy folks, we have some more work to do. I'll come back with an update in a few minutes. Stand by. All right, fishy folks, it is now Sunday, and I attempted to fix the leak. Unfortunately, the only place I could cut it was here, and I cut it and put a new cap on. There's a story there. Unfortunately, it's leaking from here. So my options are to deal with the leak this season, which I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to try to do next year, or maybe this year if I get motivated or not, is to actually seal it from the inside. Find out what size that is, hopefully be able to put some pipe and a plug in there, drain the water, blah, blah, blah. To be honest, I'm probably not going to do that because I'm planning on putting fish in there, which I will show you right here. We have 4 female blue deltas and 1 male, and a poop ton of Java moss. And just like that, there's fish in the tub. Now, I put a air stone in here. You can see as I showed you before, there's the other mess up I had, but it works. That actually holds water quite well. So there's some leaf litter in here, and this water has been in this tub since yesterday with the air stone, so I gassed off any chlorine. Luckily my water doesn't have any chloramines, and it's got very little chlorine in it. I've actually put water straight in tubs and then fish in and never had a problem. So also you can see the red Cobra Guppy pond has netting over it. There were these holes drilled along the sides already, and I just doubled up the net and, you know, got it real tight and wire tied it in. I'm gonna see how it works. You know, the ends are still loose, so like if I need to reach in there, I can reach in there like this, or I have to cut the wire ties. There weren't any holes there, so whatever. I've also put an air stone into this barrel, which based on the bubbling of the water, looks like that water's got to come out. So I was considering just throwing some guppies in there and having them eat all the Daphne or whatever's in there, but those bubbles are kind of weird. So I probably will drain that when I get back from vacation. I'm on vacation tomorrow. So Muck Guppy Pond doing well. Fry are growing pretty big. And what is that? I don't know. I gotta see what that is. I did modify this though. I added this elbow and little piece of PVC to aim the water more into the tub. The water was coming out here and some of it was dripping over the side, so I was losing some water. The hyacinths are doing fantastic. There is some fry in here, or I don't remember putting juveniles in here, but there's some really small. There's one. There's fry in here. I'm gonna say it. There's fry. They're dark though, so they're hard to see. A couple of people have suggested an underwater camera. I mean, I'm cheap. If somebody wants to send me an underwater camera to use, I will gladly take footage. You guys want to hit me up with a lot of super chats the next live stream I do, or buy lots of guppies and lots of t-shirts, fine, I'll buy an underwater camera, but I'm cheap. I don't really need an underwater camera. So I mean, my iPhone is waterproof, but I don't know if I want to do it. See, there's, I don't know if you can see with the glare. Oh, another suggestion was, somebody said, have you ever thought of filming with an umbrella so you stop the glare? That's a pretty smart idea. Never thought of that before, and I may try it. Probably not. Water hyacinths doing well in here. Put this back. I don't like this. I think this actually keeps things out quite well, but I don't like it because you really can't see in there. The sump, this is just the sump. There's duckweed in there. Obviously it helps as a natural filter. You can see I get some drips from here every now and again, like this is wet. It doesn't happen always. The other thing that I realize is when I take this system apart for the winter, I actually have to cut it. I have to cut the PVC because I glued everything. So that wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done either. The Pleco pond is really green. Hopefully they're doing well. Every time I pick up a cave, which I have done, there's a male guppy in there. Not a male guppy. That's a lie. There's a male Pleco in there doing his thing. At least I think he is. So when it comes time to drain this and catch all the Plecos, I don't know what the heck I'm going to do because it's all green. So I may actually use a pump, drain most of the water, and then tilt it up, and then just use a net and try to scoop everything up. But I hope there's fry in there. I don't really know. So that's what I've done this weekend. We got the 100-gallon pond. There's Goldie. Hi, Goldie. We got the 100-gallon pond set up, although it is leaking, which I'm not too happy about. We put fish in there. We put a net on the other 100-gallon pond. We adjusted the flow or output on one of the 60-gallon ponds, and we have fry in the other pond. So overall, it was a pretty good weekend. All right, fishy folks, I hope you enjoyed this massive guppy and pond outside breeding video. Don't forget to check out my website, michaelsfishroom.com. And of course, buy lots of Guppies and Plecos, and go to teespring.com and buy lots of t-shirts. The new t-shirt is available, and I also have a really cool die cut sticker. It's like $7, but I bought one and I put it on my Mac, and it's pretty cool. If you want to be part of the cool kids club, you should buy one too. All right, fishy folks, that's it for now. See ya. So I'm gonna film this as an actual blooper. So I went to Home Depot this morning and I bought this cap. This is a 2-inch cap. Why did I buy a 2-inch cap for a 1.5-inch piece of PVC? Because I'm a dumbass, that's why. That's 2-inch, and that's what I was thinking of. And I bought this, it was $3.20, and it's a complete waste. Basically, I came home, I got my purple primer and my clear glue, and I got it all ready, and then I went over here and went, God damn it, you're an idiot. 1.5. So I suck. I added this elbow and little piece of water to little piece of water. That's not water, dumbass.